So in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the differences between the Unicorn Chomper and the brand new Twilight Chomper. So what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Garden Warfare 2 video here today on my channel. Today we're going to be comparing the differences between the Unicorn Chomper and the Twilight Chomper. We're going to be talking about all of the differences between these characters and also some things which are going to be the same. And then you can decide whether or not you prefer the Unicorn Chomper or the Twilight Chomper. Also, I just want to let you guys know that the community challenge has now finished, so if you did not pick up your 400 player vanquishes, you will no longer be able to unlock the Twilight Chomper from the community challenge. However, if you have got your 400 vanquishes but have not opened or claimed your chests yet, you still have a couple of days to do that, so make sure you hurry up before the progress-o-meter disappears and you lose those chests. And of course, because the event has now finished as well, the only other way that you can permanently unlock the Twilight Chomper is from a midnight upgrade, which should be coming out later today, but at the time of recording this video, it is not available. That upgrade will be available later, which I will showcase, and it will contain the Twilight Chomper and probably some other things like coins, rainbow stars, things of that nature like typical upgrades do. But like I said, we are going to be comparing the difference between the Unicorn Chomper and the Twilight Chomper, so let's get straight into it. So I do want to make it clear that this comparison video is going to be comparing the characters as if they was at the base level, so they don't have any upgrades on or anything like that. The easiest thing you will be able to spot between these two characters is that the Twilight Chomper has 150 health, whereas the Unicorn Chomper has 175 health. So of course, right there and then, the Unicorn Chomper does have more health, so will be able to last longer in battle. But there are a lot of differences between these characters. First of all, the Twilight Chomper actually moves quicker than the Unicorn Chomper. You can see on screen here a little comparison. We have the Unicorn Chomper on the left and the Twilight Chomper on the right, and they are going exactly in the same direction, the same distance, and you can see just how much quicker the Twilight Chomper does manage to get to the car before the Unicorn Chomper. So the extra speed boost for the Twilight Chomper definitely has its benefits. You can get to the zombies a lot quicker to be able to take them out. You can get away from the zombies, especially if you're under attack, but also when you're trying to digest the zombie after you've swallowed it, you will also move a little bit quicker as well. The next thing we're going to find out is how much damage do these chompers do. Well, the Twilight Chomper per chomp will do 35 damage, and the Unicorn Chomper will do 25 damage. Keep in mind, this is before any like damage upgrades or anything like that, so the Twilight Chomper definitely does more damage per chomp. However, the Unicorn Chomper does actually bite quicker. So you can see on screen on the left the Unicorn Chomper and the Twilight Chomper on the right. You can see the difference in how quickly they bite. The Unicorn Chomper definitely can chomp a lot quicker, meaning that even though it does less damage, it can chomp more often and more frequently, meaning over time it may actually do more damage. So that's definitely something to keep in mind when you are playing as these characters. The next thing we're going to take a look at is the difference between the Twilight Chomper's Twilight Warp and the Unicorn Chomper's Rainbow Warp. And to be honest, if you're using both Rainbow Warps at the same time, there isn't really much difference between the Twilight Warp and the Rainbow Warp. If you did not know, if you use both Rainbow Warps at the same time and go in the same direction, it travels the same distance as the Twilight Warp, and it also takes the same amount of time to recharge these abilities as well. So if you're using both Rainbow Warps at the same time, in the same direction, there isn't really much difference between these two abilities. It's when you want to break up using the Rainbow Warp, which is very important. For example, you can use one Rainbow Warp to get to the zombie, swallow it, and then Rainbow Warp away. Whereas with the Twilight Warp, once you've used that Twilight Warp and you swallow a zombie, you're going to have to wait a little bit of time before you can use it again. It actually takes 25 seconds for both of these abilities to recharge. I will say, however, though, the Twilight Warp does have its benefits, and it is my personal favorite. The main reason for that is you can warp to a zombie definitely from a lot further away. They may not even know that you're coming, but it's also great to get to places on the map that you can't get with the Rainbow Warp. For example, when I first initially played as the Twilight Chomper, I was able to get to the central part of the Aqua Center map from the side, whereas you would not be able to do that with the Rainbow Warp. So being able to use the Twilight Warp to get around the map a lot easier like I did on Aqua Center, and maybe kind of surprise the zombies, is why I definitely prefer the Twilight Warp and overall, I do prefer the Twilight Chomper as well. And those are all the differences between these two characters. However, I haven't mastered the Twilight Chomper just yet, so I'm not sure exactly of all of the upgrades this character has. It may have more speed upgrades, it may have more digestion upgrades. I'm not exactly sure yet, so once I do get this character master, I may do another review on these two characters and see exactly if there are any other differences between them. But nonetheless, that's the difference between these two characters. My personal favorite at the moment is the Twilight Chomper. Let me know yours in the comment section down below. And like I said, you will be able to buy the upgrade later today, which I will showcase when it is available if you did miss out on picking this character up from the community challenge. But nonetheless, thank you very much for watching. My name is Zero, and I will catch you all in another video.